Military personnel are proactive problem solvers that desire to soar above and beyond the call of duty. They seek fulfillment from a job well done, and they don't rest until the mission is complete. They are molded leaders that have been shaped to defend this country anywhere they're needed, whenever they're needed, and have a never quenchable thirst for knowledge, driving them to obtain a higher education that most would not seek out after college. So, why do these veterans have a higher unemployment rate than their civilian counterparts? Do these veterans deserve to be homeless once they retire from the military? Military veterans have worked hard, earning their advanced skills in leadership, hardworking mentality, and the ability to make the most efficient decision possible to get the job done. If you hire a veteran, you'll be helping them stay off the streets and be gaining a hardworking man or woman that will be productive in any atmosphere that you put them in. The United States military is the largest funded military in the world. With such a large military force, the United States wants to give their military personnel incentives to seek a higher education while they're serving their country. This incentive comes in the form of the GI Bill, a benefit the military gives out so not only are troops benefit from the advantages of higher education, but they gain the skills necessary to carry out life-changing decisions overseas and become a more attractive option to employers after they retire. J. Sampson, S. Narsuja, and T. Warner from 2010's Economic Inquiry said the effects of education benefits on separation from the military were mixed. Small positive effects for the Army in the order of 2 to 3% points, larger positive effects in the Air Force in the order of 7 to 11% points, but insignificant effects and mixed signs from the Navy and Marine Corps. This excerpt shows that the benefits of increasing the GI Bill by only $10,000 to its total net worth today of $50,000. Officers in the military usually have a previous college education before they go into the military. So, being in the military provides individuals with the opportunity that equips them with real world experience, leadership, stress management, and also opportunities that seek out educational skills others coming out of college do not have. Those who are in the military are encouraged to be perpetual students so they may continuously learn and gain new skills to bring to the civilian workplace, giving these individuals a clear advantage over in the work experience and a broader scope of educational skills. As retirement draws closer for these individuals, they prepare months in advance for their transition from being military personnel into civilian life. They are driven and want a job to test their problem-solving skills while looking for new ways to make a company more efficient and productive. C. Robertson and E. Broad in 2013's Adult Span Journal said, after 20 years in the Marines, I spent another 7 searching for a job that would give me as much personal satisfaction. I found a job in teaching. Granted, nothing will ever come close to the meaning and satisfaction derived from service in the Marines, and I'll never establish friendships that were created while in the Corps, but teaching comes closest. Jeremy Benter in 2014 article in Business Insider says, veterans have passed through trials that most people haven't, ensuring that they are responsible individuals who can successfully carry out their duties. Military personnel have trained to absorb as much information as possible from a variety of sources, so they always intuit the best choice available to them. Military personnel seek to find careers that will satisfy their craving to make a difference, and teaching isn't the only job that these highly qualified veterans excel in and find fulfilling. My own father, who served 20 years in the U.S. Air Force, retired as a decorated major, found a government contracting job as a knowledge manager. His leadership skills that he acquired while he was serving our country now serves to help him lead and organize highly classified information from companies that he's worked for. He loves what he does because he feels like he's making use of his skills and helping his company run more efficiently. My father's someone who I look up to, and he inspires me to work harder so that one day I might be able to provide for my own children's education so they don't have to worry about financial aid and start their lives like they want to. My military veteran has given me this opportunity, and if he's doing it, I know that other military veterans are going to work just as hard for any employer that employs them so they can give the people that they care about the kind of opportunity that my father gave me. But while many veterans are highly qualified for many leadership roles, many employers of the United States don't take advantage of these skillful tactical individuals. The U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics in March 2015 found that unemployment rate of male Gulf War era veterans was at 6.9%. That was higher than the rate for male non-veterans at 6.2% in 2014. Among women, the unemployment rate for Gulf War era veterans was at 8.5%, which was higher than the rate of non-veterans at 5.9% in 2014. While these individuals who look for a career after serving their country for 5 to 20 plus years, they've taken advantage of the system that gives them the skills to be strong, independent, and critical thinking employees. They desire to make a difference, and if given the opportunity, they can make the company stand out from the crowd. They will compete to be the best, and they will lead their team or be a team player to bring up the rest of their group to accomplish whatever task is handed to them. But sadly, a lot of these strong individuals have a hard time coping with life outside the military. Some suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, otherwise known as PTSD, keeping them from holding down a job that they could turn into a career. These men and women need help and support from our country because without them, we wouldn't have the safe country to call our own, and we would live the lives that we all take for granted. L. Applewhite wrote in a study in a social work back in 1997 that veterans address the limitations that exist with temporary housing, such as shelters or private single-room occupancy hotels that allow individuals to pay rent on a room on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. They indicated that the housing option is based on the individual's ability to pay on a timely basis. However, when veterans are unemployed or become unemployed, as often is the case, they fall behind on their rent and they're very quickly evicted, and other tenants are waiting for such vacancies. I think it's time to make a change for our defenders of our country. They deserve to feel secure in the country that they put their lives on the line to save. Veterans should be able to receive counseling from our government without worrying about their ability to perform being brought into question if they go for a job interview. Veterans deserve to work if they desire to work without worrying if they're going to have a place to lay their head at night. Veterans were given many resources and opportunities while they served our country. They have skills and benefits that you will find nowhere else. When they are deployed, they have never a day off. Every day they make life-changing decisions that would affect other individuals. They obtain and retain information very quickly, and this knowledge to make the best decision. Veterans have been given the opportunity to seek higher education in the military and after retirement. Officers entering the military have prior college education, but they also have the advantage of the GI Bill to seek out a master's degree or even get another degree while they're defending this country. This makes them the obvious choice for any employer who's looking for a highly educated, endlessly dedicated, self-motivated, proficient employee. While we need to change for our employees who aren't so lucky to have a consistent job, we need to help them overcome these obstacles so that so many veterans face, like PTSD, so they may feel secure that they've worked, so they may feel secure in the country that they defended so tirelessly. Hire a veteran, and you'll help solve a nationwide problem that didn't need to exist in the first place.